Today's sponsor is Maximum Settings, a cloud-based gaming service where you won't need to spend thousands of dollars to upgrade your PC or a personal nuclear plant to boot up your system.
Just do it!
And for as low as 9.95 Canadian dollars a month, you can play the most recent games on your computer even if your hardware isn't prepared. And if you don't play that much, well, you can just use the hourly system for as little as 0.35 Canadian dollars. Sign up today for your full Linux gaming PC with no resource sharing and start enjoying high-level gaming on any PC. AMD has been recently doing some really interesting things in terms of software, and although most of them are yet to be released, sadly, one of the most recent and interesting ones is the FreeSync Panel Replay feature. But what is the FreeSync Panel Replay feature? Remember the high idle power issues that some users have been having with RDNA 3 GPUs? Well, it seems that AMD might have found a way to kind of brute force their way out of the issue.
You're teasing me, you naughty.
Back in 2021, AMD started enabling a feature called Panel Self-Refresh for DCN 3.1 and newer display engines. RDNA 3, for example, uses the DCN 3.2. This technology was already supported by Intel and Nvidia, and in short, it kind of allows the panel to locally refresh the idle images before updated frames are delivered. Meaning that by itself, your monitor is refreshing the same image without the use of the graphics card. And without the panel self-refresh, the new frame requests actually prevent your GPU from powering down, hence increasing the idle power draw. And FreeSync Panel Replay is basically an extension and improvement of this panel self-refresh technology. And in a recent AMD Linux display driver patch, the technology has been described like this. In some instances, the GPU is transmitting repeated frame to the sink without any updates or change in the content. These repeat transmission are wasteful, resulting in power draw in different aspects of the system. Point 1. DCN is fetching the frame of data from DF, UMC and DRAM. This memory traffic prevents power down of parts of this hardware path. Point 2. GPU is transmitting pixel data to the display through the main link of DisplayPort interface. This prevents power down of both the source transmitter, TX, and the sync receiver, RX. The concepts of utilizing replay is similar to PSR, but there is a benefit of source and sync remaining synchronized, which allows for lower latency when switching from replay to live frame, enable the possibility of more use cases, and easy control of the sync's refresh rate during replay. So once again, an improvement of the panel self-refresh technology with more use cases and a better improvement in terms of latencies and so on. And FreeSync is already a variable refresh rate technology, but what happens is that unlike the newer smartphones where the screen can go as low as 1 Hz when you're not doing anything with the phone, the computer monitor will always be running at your desired refresh rate. And that's where FreeSync Panel Replay feature kicks in. From my understanding, the way it works is, when idling, instead of reducing the refresh rate but still using the GPU to draw the frames, like smartphones do for example, the monitor will locally refresh itself with the same frame, as long as there's no changes with the frame buffer. Meaning that as long as you're doing nothing with your computer, just standing there in the desktop, the GPU will be taking a nap because the monitor itself, the monitor is kind of refreshing itself with the same exact frame without using the GPU. That once again helps reducing the idle power draw. And of course this is mostly aimed at the mobile market, but I can actually see this coming for the desktop parts, as this could be a way to brute force a lower idle power draw on the newer RDNA 3 GPUs for example, and even more the ones going into mobile devices. But after all, it all comes to what AMD does with this technology. If they can actually improve the panel self-refresh technology, at least enough in order to decrease, for example, the latency, because when the panel is auto-refreshing, let's call it that, it's refreshing itself with the same frame, exactly the same frame, there are no demands of new frames from the GPU. But as soon as you go from refreshing itself to demanding a new frame, there is an added latency. So, for example, if FreeSync Replay technology can actually decrease the latency needed, or at least improve the latency needed for that process, well, it will actually be a very good technology to have, even greater in the mobile devices that, for example, 1 or 2 watts can make a difference. 1 or 2 watts can make a lot of difference in the long run, delivering, let's say, 1 hour or 2 hours more of battery power. That's pretty nice actually. And even for the current RDNA 3 GPUs that some users are actually having problems with the high idle power, well, maybe this FreeSync Panel Replay feature can actually brute force a way out of that issue by decreasing the amount of calls done by in between the monitor and the GPU, kind of letting the GPU power down and not pulling so much power at idle. Maybe, maybe not, I don't really know, but I hope so. And well guys, that's all for this video, hope you enjoyed it, thanks a lot for watching, and well, see you in the next one. By the way, next week, I mean like from tomorrow to Tuesday of next week, I'll be actually on vacation, so there will be no videos. There are gonna be no videos, maybe some posts on the community tab. I'm going to Switzerland once again, and then I'll go to Europa Park, which is the biggest diversion park. It's called Diversion. It's kind of a roller coaster park, which is the biggest of Europe. It stays in Germany and it's very, very cool. I went there like years ago and it was very, very cool. I couldn't see all of it in 2 days, and now we're gonna go 2 more days, me, my girlfriend, and also my brother, so it's gonna be cool. Thanks a lot once again for watching, and see you in the next video.